Okay, hello again, guys. This is part two of my EDC review because I ran out of time and EDC was insane. There was a lot of shit to go. I left off by saying I went to Above and Beyond, but one thing I did forget to say was that in between Cruella and Above and Beyond, I found Dada Life doing a secret set at one of the art trucks. Again, my buddy Rod, great source of information regarding EDM. I knew that Hardwell was going to do a secret hip hop slash Moombahton set. I just had no idea when or where. And by the time I turned my phone on from airplane mode, because that's what you do at a festival, I'd send these messages saying, "Get there, if you get there before 10, try and find Hardwell." And I told him, well, I didn't find Hardwell, but I did get a nice little consolation prize, which was Dada Life. And they were kind of doing, I don't know, maybe like a techno slash bass set, but, excuse me, most definitely not the house music that they typically do. But it was pretty cool, so I got to see Dada Life. I did not get a chance to see them later because it was insane at Circuit Grounds. But Dada Life was really chill. I enjoyed that. Like I said, Above and Beyond, Bryan Cranston, awesome stuff, but trance is not necessarily my thing. I was going to try and go see Dada Life at Circuit Grounds, and it was just absolutely insane. It was overflow crowd, so I'm just like, okay, going back to the main stage, gonna get ready for Hardwell. And I raged my face off to Hardwell. Oh my god. Whereas I think at Hakkasan, his first hour, he was kind of doing like mainstream stuff, and then he did kind of like a lot of his own stuff and stuff like off the album United We Are. He just did like straight, not only his jams, but like top jams in the moment for his set at EDC there. And like I said, I raged my face off. There were some epic dance moves during Hardwell, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Loved him. He's one of my favorites. He's amazing. Absolutely love Hardwell. United We Are. Next, sadly, I missed Eric Prydz at the Circuit Grounds. He looked like he did an amazing set. But I went over for Tommy Trash, and Tommy Trash was another just absolutely outstanding surprise. He threw down so fucking hard at the Circuit Grounds. It was out of this world, and just that was the first time I really got to appreciate all just the production and imagery and everything that's going on the Circuit Grounds. It felt like a fucking spaceship. So yeah, Tommy Trash was dope. Saw a little bit of saw Blaster Jacks. Everyone knows they're one of my favorites. It was just their big, huge build-ups and drops and bombastic beats and pummeling bass line. And they did all of that. And Blaster Jacks, that was a little different. They did pretty much like all new music. I didn't hear a lot of like classic Blaster Jack jams, but they did do like 15. They did their new one with Motai, where they brought him out, Ghost in the Machine, which is a really, really good song, but just, whoo, just it was crazy in there for Blaster Jacks. And the only other time I'd seen them was at Avalon in Hollywood for New Year's Eve, and needless to say, this was a lot better crowd and energy and vibes than Hollywood for New Year's Eve. So Blaster Jacks, love you guys. You guys are always dope. Threw down a great set. And finally, at this point, it's 4:30 in the morning, so I went over to go see Showtek close out the main stage, and I only stayed for about half their set, but it was fucking amazing. It was epic. Whereas Blaster Jacks did kind of a set of new jams, Showtek just did all of their hits, all their jams. When Satisfied came on during the drop, I jumped up so high in the air. I could have dunked. I don't think I've ever caught that much air in my life. So thank you, Showtek. You guys were amazing. It was so, so wonderful. But it was also 5 in the morning, so I was ready to go home. So anyways, also, other very, very key component from day 2, I got to go to the secret set at stage 7, Martin Garrix's back-to-back with Julian Jordan, which was so awesome. Like, Martin just threw down his hits. Like, he wasn't doing anything too, like, fancy or anything. Just threw down his jams. I think he was letting Julian have a little bit of attention, too, there. And Julian's dope, too. Like, I enjoyed his sound, too. Needless to say, he's similar to Martin, but yeah, that was awesome. It was like a small little like outdoor club, closest I've ever gotten to Martin, because yeah, you know how it is at festivals, but that was really, really cool set too, because I think I was going to sit down for Armin van Buren, and Kira's like, oh yeah, I'm at a secret set, Martin Garrix, back-to-back Julian Jordan. I'm like, I'll be there right now, and I just ran over, and yeah, well worth it. Because again, I'm sure Armin van Buren was pretty cool, but just, yeah, trance isn't my thing. Give me big room electro house any day. Anyways, day 3, got there, you know, early enough, went over to see Sander Van Doorn. He was awesome. Again, typical, you know, kind of big room electro house sound. Oh, Amazing Bass is just an incredible tune right now. Love that one. A lot of people drop that. But then this was also my day where I kind of consciously made an effort. Let's check this out. To step outside of my comfort zone. So I saw artists who I wouldn't normally see. So after Sander Van Doorn, it was Alice in Wonderland. Oh my god. I was tripping balls during Alice in Wonderland because she was throwing down like combination like trip hop acid house, like, oh my god. Wow. That was an amazing set, and it was incredible, and she's someone I definitely should go out and like seek out her music and definitely try and see her again, but it was too intense. It was amazing. So I went over, saw like the last little bit of Bingo Players in the main stage, and they were really chill actually. Really enjoyed the little bit I saw them. Calvin Harris came on after that. He was amazing and epic, as you would expect. I would expect nothing less from Calvin. You saw people just like broing it out and hugging it out during his set. He was, yeah, absolutely amazing. Loved it. You could tell. And his voice wasn't as raspy as normal, so you could tell Calvin was feeling good. So again, like, went over, you know, made conscious decision to step out of the comfort zone. Went over to see Bass Nectar at midnight, and whoa, my god, what a set. I see why people love this dude so much and are very inspired by him. He was amazing. Like, I didn't really know what to expect, and yeah, he threw down hard. Bass Nectar was awesome. Another person I need to go and seek out a little bit more of his music to enlighten myself. After that, it was Fosterdamus, and oh my god, that could have been the most hype set of the weekend. I got way up close for that. It was fucking ridiculous. Like, people wanted to mosh. They ordered the crowd to throw some shit up in the air, so everyone just took their drinks, threw it up. I remember just throwing my hands up and getting drenched in who knows what, but you know what? It was awesome. It was amazing. They, of course, came at the point like, hey guys, you all smoke weed? Smoke some weed so everyone can, like, see it over at the main stage, you know? But yeah, they were super fucking hype. It was crazy. Crazy. So, you know, when their set was, you know, nearing an end, I just left. I'm like, you know what? I gotta go see a little Tiesto and just get my head right. And Tiesto was throwing down hard too, so I'm a little disappointed I missed out on all of his set. But I saw the last little bit of him. He was doing his thing. For Tiesto, he was throwing down pretty hard. And yeah. I think when I saw him last year, he was doing like all the stuff off his album. Of course, he had to try to do the pop mainstream thing. I think he's gotten a little bit more like to, you know, just more like big room house, not necessarily poppy house music. And like the collaborations with Moti and stuff, like they're all really, really good. Of course, like there was the remix to Lean On and everything. And yeah, I think he's going for a little bit harder sound than he was with the album, so that's good. Next, then I just kind of explored a little bit. Went over to the Cosmic Meadow for a little bit of Jack Beats. That was a little bit more like deep house, like old school beats shit. It was dope. Went over to the Neon Garden finally. That's kind of like the club, like deep house place, similar to the Yuma tent. It was actually really chill because I just like chilled there and smoked my joint. And, you know, you got these people just like just dancing constantly, and I don't know how they do that because I just like to jump up and down and put my hands up in the air, but whatever. Anyways, saw a little bit of Audie at the main stage. He was chill. Like I said, everyone knows I enjoy, like, you know, main stage, big room house sound. Saw a little bit of